Hey everybody, welcome back to the Old Man Raging channel, playing the new Arc Ascended Valguero on hardcore. Um, we're gonna have a short session here today. I think we're gonna try to move to one of these really cool new ruins or buildings that are available. There's a couple of them that are available in the forest over there. But I don't know enough with regards to the new Raptor. I think it's on the Chalk Hills there, but I'm not quite sure what's going on there with regards to the Elder Claw. To go in there with hardcore mode. And since I haven't played this on single player or anything like that, I'm just trying to kind of creep around and maybe get some more powerful tames before I'm even thinking about going there. I don't really have enough here to go in there. And this one looks pretty good. It's out of the water, so I'll be able to get some couple of water tames here. I get down, maybe do a little bit of deep stuff. At some point, I'm close to the snow biome as well. I think I'd love to have an owl, if they're spawning on here. Not quite sure. We'll have to see. I don't think there's any Manigammers. I didn't see anything listed, but I guess it'll be a part of the mystery. We also have access to the Green Ob over there and the Beaver Dams. So I think this is a pretty good spot here. I mean, obviously, if I was a little bit more over to the Green Ob over there, I would have access to Deinonychuses, but you're going to have that new Raptor there as well. It's going to be a bit of a problem. So let's try to move over to here, and then if we need to, I'm just going to set up a base enough to be able to get some of the resources that are in there. I really need an RG tape. This is really good. I got to ditch this Pterodon end quick. And then maybe head over to the trench over there. So there's probably better places to go. It's probably, that's a pretty busy place over there too. Let me just get some settings set up here so they can see a little bit better. Going through all these standard settings. There's a swamp over there, and there's some nice stuff over there too. There's Baryonyxes here. I didn't see any over by that base over there. So the challenge with that is that's a good base, and then inside the redwood forest, you can see a lot of yellow and red drops in there, so it's pretty good to be in there as well. That's probably not the best location, so maybe what I should do is just get an RG, and then start kind of poking around with an RG, and at least having a tame that's going to be somewhat stronger. Okay, let's turn on this. Look at the mess over here. There's just way too much stuff. Unnecessary stuff. All right. Let's go ahead and I think there's an RG over there. I don't want to take an RG down in any of that over there. There's just way too much danger. So let's get our aiming trap made up and see what we got. We don't got any thatch and very little wood, so let's get a little bit of thatch. We do have a Carnal as well that has been tamed up, and I think has a this. Okay, let's just get a little bit of wood thatch here. Oh, that's not cool. Ah, why? Oh, I don't have the... Oh, no. It's because... Okay, so here's this thing that kind of annoys me to no end, is the game seems to switch on... I'll show you when we get back to the base here. I'll just take stuff back to the base. Actually, you know what? Forget a little bit. I'll take this one out for the... I'll take this out for the... Alright, let's go back here to the base. Is it over here, or where the hell is it? Where to go? What the hell? Over here. Alright. So, the thing that annoys me probably the most, and it's probably, I mean, leave some comments if you know how the hell to fix this, but for some reason, it gets switched over to this different inventory bar, hitting Q and holding Q, and I don't know whether it happens when I hop off a creature, or it just seems to randomly do that. And when it does that, it's all screwed up with regards to, you know, when I do a transfer. I transfer, you know, items and everything out of, because they're not listed in this bar, they're listed in my inventory, and then they get transferred over. So it's a real drag. And, you know, I keep forgetting to set it. I don't know where my... Looks like I've lost my my hatchet, or it's just damaged or something. I don't know. It seems like I lost it. Anyways, so I got to keep remembering to do this, or I'm gonna lose stuff. Now I don't know what happened to my hatchet. It got dropped somehow. That's kind of weird. I don't know where that happened. Okay, gotta make sure bring it next to one of those. Alright, well, looks like I've gotta make it up. It's not in any, it's not over here. And it's not in, it could have been, it was in one of the creatures, and when I, just quickly before I logged off, trying to cryo them all up. Could be that I lost it. Although I seem to have everything else, so not quite sure what happened, but let's just go ahead and make another one up. That was really weird. That's really weird. Wow. All right. So I think we do have enough here now to, yeah, I think we're pretty good. So let's go ahead and make up our RG trap using Fat Dog's trap. He's amazing. Go to the Fat Dog YouTube whenever you want to find out about your traps. There's a couple of others that I use. I mentioned in my previous videos and everything, which are really good. Some of them are not as consistent as the Fat Dog. Fat Dog almost, he really stresses the fact that something shouldn't be able to escape. Okay, you know, because you maybe got it on a uneven terrain or whatever it is. So, excuse me. I heard his traps are really good, and they're solid. So, although there's a lot of other RG traps that are available, I just go with this one here. I'm familiar with it, does what I needed to do. All right, so what I don't have is, I do have. All right, so if I start taking this stuff out, I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? An RG is gonna be fine. Yeah, I can come back and get the stuff. So let's go get our RG. We don't Pterodon. Pterodon's great for if you get kicked off. And, you know what I really should be doing is really, in case something goes bad, I really should be able to make myself up a quick Um, equip a bed. Let me see what the craft up one is. All right, so they can drop it down, you know, run around a corner, drop it down, and then teleport back to the base here and then grab another beast. And that's one way to help try to survive, you know, the danger of getting killed. The other challenge that we got here is because I'm picking up where I left off. Like the first session, I usually play the first session pretty long, unless I get in a really good spot. And play it really long because starting now, after log off and log back in, you're not as warm as you were, and the possibility of mistakes is greater, I think. All right, so this is pretty safe in here. I don't see any creatures in here, so let's see if we can pop down our trap in here, and then we'll lure the, oh, we can't put down, oh, we can't put down any base stuff in here. Okay, we can do it here, but we can't do it here. Why is that? It's kind of odd. Huh. It's not cool. So you just can't. These things are cool too. These Pelagornis. That's only a 55. But that's weird. Let's see. Because I'd like to be able to bring the RG. Looks like we're gonna have to be over here. What the heck's going on? I'm gonna have to bring him in on an angle. So I have to bring him around there and into here. Alright, well, it is what it is. And I have a little bit of a modification to this as well. I have found that, no, here I was just saying that Fed Dog's pretty reliable on that. I do find, and it could be a change to a bit of the pathfinding and everything, but I find if you put like the double gates, or sorry, the double door walls here, that the RG seems to get out of it. So, so I used just the regular doorway. It means I can't fly through with the pterodon like I would like to. Alright, I know there's an RG over here from the previous session, a 130, which is pretty good. So let's go get him and ditch this pterodon. Yeah, I don't want to throw a trap. I mean, I could throw a trap up here. It looks pretty safe up here. I wonder. No, we'll just stick to the plan. This means it's going to take a little bit longer, that's all. Alright. And I said a little bit longer. It might be a lot longer. Now, hopefully, as the RG's hitting me, I've got enough health to last. Is that him up there? Is that it up there? Yep, that's it. It's a female. 24 melee. Pretty bad for health. Not very good. But really, really good for stam. And, just disgusting for weight. Is it worth it? Really? Even worth it? Let's see what else they got. There's a couple down here. It's a 20 and a 135 direwolf, sorry. 50 RG, not very good. How's my health? for my stam mate. Let's see what else. Oh, we got a couple more around the corner here. There's a, what's this one? That's a 20. It's not good. Looks like we might have to go with, oh, there's a 150. It's got some 20 numbers, so we're going to take that one. And it's a female too, so that's good. Alright. So is this the one? Did we get the right one? Did we pick up the right one? Yeah. Wild, max level. Okay, let's take you back to the trap. I've only got 1600 for health, so that might pose a bit of a problem. And I've got 300 stam. This is a little tight. Alright. Oh, I don't know how many millions of times. Oh, there's a baby too, so I might be able to get 2 out of it. It's kind of cool. I don't know how many times I have been, whenever I start a playthrough, of going through this same process of kiting an RG. The long, arduous path. But what are you gonna do? You gotta do it. And I could put a trap down closer to it. But you know, and I could actually bring my Carno along as a and just call everything that's around it and just like protect it. But I have to stay around it. You know, I can't leave it and do other things. So that's why I like to kite it away. Now I could put it up on top of here. I probably could have put it up on top of there. You know, instead of kiting it all the way over here. But the reason I didn't do that is because I don't have the meat and everything with me. And it looks like I'm going to lose the baby. Looks like I'm going to lose the baby. Looks like the baby didn't come around. Oh well. Maybe it's around somewhere. I don't see it. So it looks like I lost the baby. So that's one problem with kiting it from a long distance. You're going to lose the baby for it. So I probably should have been on top of that thing, but then I'd have to travel all the way over for the meat. So if I can get this one over there, then I just bring this over and I don't have to travel very far for the meat. I can go back to my base and maybe consider doing a couple of other tasks. Okay, so we're not taking a lot of damage. It's hitting for, what is it hitting for? 24, which is low. I'd like to see how that number up over 30. It is a 150, maybe it's going to put a little bit of extra stats into something. Like melee or health, but it's not great. I mean, all I really care about is just getting something that I feel a little bit more protected on than the Pterodon. I mean, I'm going to be trying to move to a place that's going to be fairly local to the stuff that I want. You know, obviously I need a Rex and stuff like that. So I'm not going to have to travel a huge distance. But I hope that, you know, it's going to take me a long time. Because an RG is a little bit slow. Just slightly slower than a Pterodon. But it's got definitely better stamina. You know, this mount, it looks pretty good. I mean, okay, so this has got to be a one-time trap here because I don't have a lot of stam on this Pterodon left. So I got to kind of get her done in one shot. See if I can run in here. Where are you going? Come back here. Where'd you go? That's not very nice. Where are you going over there? Is it going to come back over here? Maybe I can take a shot at it. No, I missed it. It's really hard, unless it's coming straight down, to hit it. It's just waste arrows. Okay, I gotta go get it with my pterodon. God darn it. It knew it was going to be trapped. Didn't like it. So I'm not going in there. Gonna go in there and get trapped? I don't think so. Put that there so that Archie's gonna... This is risky because these things get hard. Oh no, get out of here. Yeah. Oh no, I'm trapped. I'm trapped. Okay. Okay, let's try this one. I'm gonna pass out. I'm running out low on water. Did I get it? No, I didn't think I got it. I gotta get it this way now. Yes, got it. Alright, so let's go get this guy teamed up. I do need some water, and my water's not filled up, so let's hopefully it doesn't despawn once I go down into here. I just need to get a little bit of water. Did it despawn? No, it's still trapped. Alright, that's good. One shot to the head, and then the rest to the bottom. So it's 27 on melee, which is not bad. 24 on stam, 27 on oxygen, 23 on weight, which is kind of mediocre, and 25 on health. So I think it's an all-around good RG. So good stats, fairly good stats on all of the key areas. You know, 27 on oxygen is good. Got pretty good health, so I don't have to touch the health. I'm going to be, probably in around 3 to 4 to 5 around there. Maybe 4. So that's still at 55. That's 90. Telekinesis are great because you never have to worry about flying over water. They're good for picking up polymer. Although the great thing about Valguero is it has all those dead corpses on the shores that give you lots of polymer. And I haven't even been into the newly designed. That may have been. So I haven't been into a newly designed aberration zone, and I'm sure there's going to be some polymer in there, and I'm sure there's going to be polymer in the wiring trench as well. So I'm expecting it. Especially in the fire part of the wiring trench. So, yeah, I think it'd be pretty good here. So let's go get our meat. Right, that thing's going to be totally safe there. I haven't really seen anything. This island here doesn't really give you much, does it? The same as where I'm at. Kind of gives you like a meh. I mean, it's got some. That's a pretty safe area. Safe area means useless with regards to your resources and stuff. Um, the chalk hills and all that stuff there's not bad for resources. It's got some, obviously got the Dionycuses over there to get the eggs and everything. I think I have to remember back where my favorite spots were for um, Valguero. I've in the ASC, I have been many different places on the Valguero. Um, I enjoy the map, but what happened is when Fjordur came out, uh, I wouldn't play any map other than Fjordur. So Fjordur was the map by far. I'm low on stand here. I didn't replenish enough. I'm trying to get that red drop. Looks like it's gone. Yeah, it looks like it's gone. Futile. Triple. Yeah, let's see it. So, yeah, so I played Fjordur and it had everything, all the creatures. It was by far the best map, in my opinion, of all the maps I've run. Fjordur is by far the best. Although it is fairly simple. I mean, it's not as luscious as some of these maps. It is pretty basic. But for resources and for creatures, it had the bat as well, so you can go into caves. I mean, yeah. Okay, so there's a spot too. I'd love to have a baryonyx to be able to start going inside the caves and stuff. Baryonyx over here. And while I could get them in the inside, let's go over this yellow drop. While I could get them inside the swamp zone is just when you're playing hardcore, there's some areas where you gotta kind of stay away from. The swamp is one of them. Now, as I build up, I think I'm at 350 or so health. Once you get up to 600 health and everything, you can sustain. It's a nice orange one here. You can sustain some hits when you go in there with a good creature. You get told, look at that. That was a scuba tank. That's great. So let's get a little standing here. What do we got? So 390 now. Yeah. So once we get this up around 500 or 600, we might have to do a mind wipe. Then if a capo gets us and stuff gets us in there, we should be able to survive. I mean, obviously, there's always the challenge for a glitch, an arc glitch, and once you get an arc glitch, it could end you. So what do we got here? That's a 20, and that's a 50. So I didn't know there was an arc glitch right here. I forgot about that. Quite a bit of them. Look at them all here. 20, they're not very high level though. So I think as you get to the slowdown, you get a little bit better. Here's a 95, that's not too bad. So there's lots of Rexes around here. Ceratosaurus there. That's a good obviously 45. Yeah. So some kite loot from those creatures there. Here, what's this is a card. What's that? Archie, it's a 20. on melee? That is terrible. Oh, those are terrible stats on that Rex. Okay, anyways, I don't know why I'm over here. Supposed to be getting beat in the RG. There's a track here. Just kind of poking around here. Yeah, I've been in, now, obviously, when, oh, there's a nice theory there. What is that? It's a 20, it's no good. So, you know, obviously, you know, I was playing on PvE, mostly when I played Valguero, I was actually PvP. So, you know, I was, you know, playing PvP solo, which I would never, ever recommend anyone do. I mean, some of the, you know, the best PvP players, maybe you would do it, but I wouldn't do it. It's just so difficult to defend or anything. Most of the time, shit anyway. But, I mean, it's a nice challenge and all that stuff. So I don't play PvP anymore just because it just wastes hours and hours and hours of work. No, I mean, if you go around stealing all everybody else's shit, then you really just lose the hours it took you to get their shit. But so I've held up here close to the green ob so I can get in there and transports, boss fights, and things like that. I've been up into this area here and had some bases in here trying to jiggle my way into some crevice and stuff like that, which would allow me to survive enough to just enjoy some of the game until eventually the you know, the ways the hacking and the meshing and everything at that time was pretty bad. So yeah, there was no protection. Somebody would just mesh, drag a parasaur around everywhere, just mesh everything, and oh, get away! That thing would be disastrous. Now that's what I would like to get would be a kitty. See, it's a dangerous area over here. So that micro wrapper out, it knocked me off. I don't have I didn't bring my parachute with me, which is not cool, right? So I don't even know why I'm over here yet without this proper protection. This is really, I'm in a very risky spot. That's a 60. That's a 60. What's that? Oh, 60s. 140. What's this? 22, 33 on health. That's pretty good. I wouldn't have to ever touch the health on that one. What else is on that one? That's the 60. What are we for? It was over here, right? Weight is 32 on weight. Really nice. So, you know what? I might want to consider dragging that one around. Steal those ones. And it's a male too, so 89. I'm not gonna go very far. Here, we're gonna get knocked out like a raptor. Looks like there's one running around over there. Yeah, that's one right over there. Or no, that's a raptor running around. Okay, so there he is there. Oh, no. Now the raptors are gonna get him, so that's not cool. Let's see if I can draw him out. Come on, up. That's it. Come on, spread. Yes. Come on, stay up here. Yes. That works. So I gotta get him over here, right? This is the lakes that are over here, so it's over top of this hill and a long way to go. I would prefer this one over the other female I had sacrificed. But let's just see if I can get this one into a safe spot over the water or something. So it's not going to come down and be killed by an Aspen carnivore. Find a safe spot to drop this. Not very good for melee though, so really low for melee. 21. Really low. So they've done a lot of work. Looks like they've done a lot of work in that ruin on the top there. It used to be just like a small little one, but it's pretty cool. They really made it gnarly looking. All broken up and everything like that. You know, you might get some wrecks over here, but aside from that, there's really not much here. I need to consider it. It's 800. There's the pink flower tree. Oh man, it's gonna be a long way. I wonder if I bring it over here, it's safe. Bring it into this. Is this like a boss arena? This is a boss arena. Coliseum. This might be the boss arena, yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna lose this and let him kind of fly around in there. And then we'll try to get back. Beat up that other RG, bring the other RG over. Okay, 150. Oh, this is damn. Gotta watch that. Not too many high-level Rexes. Yeah, what do we got here? Oh, 32, that's not good. I'm not paying attention. Oh, there's a raptor. Where is he making sounds from? Right down there? Okay. They're running around. They want me. They want me as brisket. They want my carrot on as a brisket. So this guy's gonna come around. I love the new pathfinding. You always make it so that you never stay. He's gonna find a way up here. He's gonna find a way up. Yep. Oh no, he ran down. Where we need to go. 90, 140 to cut. 18, that was, I think I saw that one already. 18 on melee. Oh, there's the seat. 45. What's that one? He's gonna be killed. Or 95. This is where the horses are on this. I thought they were down in here. So they're only down in here when they get spooked down there. So I think I might be able to pick them up with a RG and drop them in a pendant area. Plus some great traps for the horses, like a big circular, walls, just a big huge circular thing. And you just drop it inside there and it just rides around inside the circular thing. This doesn't affect his... if you watched my previous video with regards to Ragnarok, my favorite base location, I've got a really cool way where I have the platform on top and underneath I have a taming area. If I drop an Equus inside there to roam around inside there, so with a fair amount of space, you can usually trigger them to do gameplay routine. So I'm gonna run out from here, 3, and down to yours. Okay. Just way too much crap. A little bit of stamp. Alright, so let's go back and get that RT. First thing we want to do is see if we can get the saddle made up. We want to get that made up first. And probably going to need 2 of them, so let's use them all up. Oh, I've already got. Let's just make it. Looks like I'm running out of 625. Bad, but I'm probably running low on kite. So let's go ahead and bring some stuff with me. Yeah, let's do those. And bring that with us. I think everything else is pretty good. So we're just going to take it and bring it right back. We're going to need half of these, and we're going to need half of these just as a backup, which I'm not going to use. It's wasting. But it's just a habit I get into just doing it, whether it makes sense or not. It's like the routine that you do. But sometimes you never know, you might find something. Okay, so I'm going to carry a little bit of extra there in case I got to eat. It's pretty good. Maybe I'm going to bring the Carno as well, just in case something does spawn there. I haven't seen anything yet, but you never know. Bring a little bit of food. Let's get back to it. Is this? Grab the purple drop key as well, which would be nice. Purple draw is actually key of like structures. Blue is saddle. Not too great, but the other thing too is the pterodon and Argentavis, they take a long time to expand. Alright, let's go and get him loaded up. And because I have the reach turned up, it shouldn't take too long. So what I'm going to do Archie. Thank you. Okay. Look at that other Archie. So I thought it was going to be around 4K on the L 28. Stam. I usually like to have the stam up around 16 to 1800 at a bare minimum. That's going to cost me getting it up there. The LA is pretty good. Really. It's not great, but weight is good. Give me some points. Alright, let's go get that 140. And then we'll have a couple of RGs that we can breed together to get a spare. I always like to have a spare. And then if something happens, you just breed them up instead of breeding them. Really don't. I don't worry about breeding a super RG army. Because I'm going to be moving to Y-rooms. Once I get a Y-room, I'm only going to be traveling on. I'll take the RG out here once in a while. Because I do have an anchor right now. It's better and stuff like that. It's better. Let's go see if we can. Gotta go way over there. Go way over there. So this big smoke up here. Grab. This section will come in with you. Silence here. I'll take this one. Stand to build up. See if he's still there, or something kind of creeped into the boss arena and took him out. I don't think so, but you never know. Now it looks like some of these areas are a little excessive for the herbivores. So I don't know whether there's going to be an adjustment made, because it's just like crazy herbivore city. I think I do have the ability to pick stuff. Yep. Okay. So I can pick up a horse. Bring them over to the stable. Always save on somebody. And those horses that were up here, it looks like they didn't know. No, they're coming up. 3 reps up here. I don't think so. Yeah, 18 on the yellow. I would never pay. I mean, I'm looking for like 40s and 50s. Or no, sorry, or 30. 31, 32 would be a really nice mailing. Very, very good mailing. Okay, 319. A little bit tight on the stand. And where was that? Way over there. Make sure that the one is 140, right? Fly out of it. So, see if we can trap it in here. Usually there's a lake around or something. There's some nice places over there, but I've set a face. I mean, close to the, it may be that's where I'm going to get, is close to the Wyvern Trench, where it's not so cold. I think that's him up there, yeah. Is he flying up? He's kind of flying around. I hope he's not flying away. Okay, let's get a. What's this thing? looks like he's flying away into oblivion there. Flying away to this spot. Stay down there. Stop. That's it. Stay away from that. Stay away from that bad boy. Allosaurus. He's not going to be your friend. What is that one? I don't know, 40 up there. So 5, 20. Come on. Don't back there. Trees here. Where did I put that? Way up here? Send it in here. Oh, that's not good. Oh, he's gonna knock me out. Come on, where are you going? Come on, over here. Remember to turn off the go around. Not a very good spot, not very open, kinda not a good spot. Very bad spot. Traffic. This is nothing. So it's not, I think he's getting freaked out from the rock. There we go. No, you didn't go. Now this is kind of dangerous because I could get knocked off this cliff, so I'm really adding like just a ton of risk here. This is going to be the one that works. There we go. Get it? I think we got it. No, we didn't. Or we did. Yes, we did. I think we got it. I think we got it. I think we got it. It's 140. This is a rock that I could take out, I think. Yeah, I don't know if I've got enough. One pop to the head, and turns around. Got this on your head. There we go. Probably maybe a little more. Yeah, we got lots of help. Sorry about that. There we go. It's up. Alright. Unconscious. Let's load this up with some food. And we're all good. Nothing's going to come down here unless something drops from the top. Which I don't suspect is going to be the case. Alright, and this is just going to be a follow me one. Well, I can probably come back. I don't think anything's going to be coming down. So let's put a little bit of the stand here. 14. It's not bad. Let's go get our... actually. Let's take a look at this. Something underneath here. Something here and then come out into the boss arena. I really want to have to follow me. There. No. Take it down. I don't know if it's a boss arena. It looks like the boss arena that's from what is the other map that has the center? The one that has the water. It definitely looks like it could be a boss arena. Build here. Yeah, you can build here, so I don't know. Some nice designs with some of these rooms. But for the most part, you know, just block that off there. You got a nice space. Flat spot up here. Creatures. Yeah, it's not too bad, huh? Not too bad. Not the super best, but there's another room. 5 stem. Oh, 7. Yeah, just that's great. The one I've got is pretty good. Happy with that. Over to this yellow truffle. Dairy, swampy, swampland. Yeah. There's a couple of Deonicuses in here as well. There's some nice spots up in there, but they just not, the resources are too hard. The resources meaning, sorry, tanks. Right beside the and let's hope there's anything here. I really take a good look. back and pick up back to RG. Get some more crystal too as well. So you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get myself some. Stop here and just gotta run an errand, and then I'll pick it back up. And here, and then I'll pick up my RG. Everything will be safe. Alright, anyways, if you like what we're doing here, like, subscribe, leave a comment, you know, you click find out what you think, and, you know, if there's something that you would go for first, or some area where you would go because you prefer a certain paint, because really this is, in my opinion, where you end up is really not about simplicity, or, because I can get geared up pretty quickly and keep myself out of trouble. I'm not too worried about that. I'm more worried about just making a mistake, but it's good because I like to be in areas where I think it has the best creature resources. So I can take, you know, I haven't found out if there's any gigantoraptors around here. They're probably in the redwood forest. So I got some journeying to do with the RGs here, and to really just kind of get my bearings straight on where all the creatures are. I could use a dino finder and all that stuff, but I like to kind of roam around the map. Anyways, have a great day, and I'll catch you in the flip-flop.